Your first dental job is probably gonna be trash. You're probably gonna be underpaid, overworked, and making someone else very, very rich while you drown in stress. So let's ask the real questions today, because staying in the wrong job might be the worst mistake you'll ever make. If you're anything like me, you went through a very uncomfortable and overworked first job. If you don't know my story by now, I went to Aspen Dental for an entire year in Fort Myers after I graduated NYU's College of Dentistry. I went to this office because it was the 5th best Aspen location out of 1,200 in terms of production. Soon after I signed up, I was clocking in, clocking out, and I realized this isn't what I signed up for. So my first dental job made me question if I was ever gonna make it as a successful dentist. So listen, if you've been feeling this way, you're definitely not alone. And let me tell you something no one else will. Staying in your first dental job for too long might be the worst thing you can ever do. Because if you've been following me on this journey, you know that I've been where you are. Fresh out of school, thrilled to finally put those years of studying into use, only to realize, damn, this job? That first dentist job can be demoralizing. It sucks, I understand. There's so many dynamics of being a dentist that were never taught in school that it's just overwhelming when you come out. So you may be thinking about quitting, and it's okay, we can talk about that. First off, let's talk about why most first dental jobs suck. When you graduate school, you don't really know much dentistry. You may think you do, but in actuality you don't. I thought I knew a lot, I didn't know a lot. All my friends thought we knew a lot, you don't really know a lot. Even coming out of specialty residency, the first year orthodontist does not really know that much compared to an orthodontist who's been out for 4 years. And on top of that, most employers hiring a brand new grad know exactly what they're gonna get. It's gonna be a dentist who's going to mess up a lot. And they're okay with that because they're not focused on your growth. They just need another warm body on the front line of their army that's ready to start producing dental dollars. I remember that first year like it was yesterday. I was getting bailed out all the time from my senior doc. And I truly think it wasn't because I was a bad dentist. It's because no one is truly ready for private practice straight out of school. We think we are, but we're not. And trust me, before you go ahead and shoot me and say, oh, that's why you gotta do a residency. No. The residency kids, I also don't think they felt prepared either. But hey, that's part of the learning curve, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. This isn't an easy job, and there's a reason you're gonna get paid a lot of money in this career. So Aspen Dental was actually a great stepping stone. But the tricky thing with corporate dentistry is that they're designed to make you a great corporate dentist and not a well-rounded clinician. They'll give you just enough tools to thrive in their system, and the moment you start to plateau, they'll just dangle a promotion or a raise to keep you in that position for a very long time. You'll think, oh, this is stable, maybe I should just stay. But trust me, it's a trap. Their whole model is built around getting as much production out of you as possible, not making you a better dentist. And then when I realized that dentistry wasn't always ethical, like when every patient magically needed a scaling and root planing, it just didn't sit right with me. I knew I couldn't stay in that job much longer. And if you're ever feeling the same way, no matter where you are in your journey, you are not alone. You don't owe anyone loyalty at the expense of your own integrity and your own self-development. And to be completely transparent with you guys, I left my really high-paying associate job just after 1 year there. Now, was I scared? Of fucking course I was scared. I left a $300,000 salary on the table. To me, that felt insane. And sure, it wasn't smooth sailing afterwards either. I thought I could just move to Miami and everything would just fall into place. Spoiler alert, it actually didn't. You know, I burned through my savings. I took jobs that weren't really that much better, but every step taught me something. I think leaving your first job, everything doesn't magically get better, but every step will help you grow in some way. To me, I think what's more important, it's when you realize that you're stuck and you actually have the guts and courage to prioritize yourself over a paycheck or the comfort of a bad situation. So let's talk about some signs if you're unsure if you should quit or not, you should stay for another couple months, that I learned along the way that made me decide, like, I gotta get the fuck out. Number 1, if every day feels like an absolute grind and you're dreading going to work, listen to that intuition. Burnout isn't exactly something to push through, it's a signal to be aware of something. Number 2, If you're stuck doing the same procedures over and over and over and over again, you're probably stunting your growth and potential. You see, my first job at Aspen was mainly extractions and dentures, so that's what I was doing all day, just pulling teeth out all day. Hey, it's a great skill to learn, but I wasn't becoming the well-rounded dentist that I wanted to be. Number 3, if your manager is undermining you, your coworkers aren't respecting you, or you feel like you're being pressured into unethical treatment plans, it's time to peace out, dog. You'll find every DSO has a model that they bring their new dentist into and feed them these ideas on how to produce more, how to walk home with a bigger check, and then everybody gets in on it, and it's a very specific situation that you must be cautious of because it's mainly for new dentists. So yeah, I do get the idea that quitting your job can really feel scary. It's actually terrifying. The loss of income, the fear of the unknown, the judgment from other people. It was a lot for me too. You see, when I quit, I was scared I'd never find another job that paid as well. And honestly, it didn't right away. I told you I was jobless. I couldn't find income in a city like Miami. Moving to a saturated market like Miami was brutal. But that fear taught me 2 important lessons. 1, rural areas often have better opportunities for new grads to learn and grow. Fort Myers was definitely a better opportunity than Miami for any new dentist. And the second one is that even if it's tough at first, the right opportunity will eventually come along. But if you're decided that you're gonna quit, please have the right resources on hand to make sure you're good afterwards. Try to have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up as like a safety net, because I had that and I survived that because it was a brutal whole roller coaster for me to get through all that shit. Man, there's videos online of me taping my resume on offices all around Miami saying like, yeah, I can't wait to get hired. Like, man, those were tough times. But the safety net got me through it. Definitely reach out to all your peers, your mentors, your colleagues. Just let people know that you're looking for a job in advance. Try to have something lined up before you leave too. That was very important for me. I had something lined up, but that job fell through fairly quickly. And then I had nothing. Just look at my face. Look how excited I was in this picture to finally leave Aspen Dental, holding a contract for a Miami private practice. ZT, I will add this picture, ask me for it. And number 3, if you're thinking of quitting, I would take some CE, maybe broaden your skill set and show potential employers what you can bring to the table. Every new grad wants mentorship. They think that they're surgically ready to start placing implants and doing super complicated full mouth rehabilitation. Take the courses and show them that you can do it. So to wrap things up, I understand what you may be feeling right now. Leaving is scary, I get it, but staying in the wrong place can cost you way, way more. It can cost you your happiness, your integrity, and you may even lose your passion for dentistry along the way. So really ask yourself, am I staying because I feel comfortable or because it's the right fit? Because if it's just comfort, it might be time for you to move on. And if you've made it this far in the video, drop a comment down below. I want to hear your story. And if you've left a job before, share what you've learned. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. But all in all, I hope this video helped you as much as it would have helped me. So definitely like, subscribe, share the content, please. Dr. Rana signing off.